This is so nice. I think I'll sleep with the same girl twice. We're reviewing now, aren't we?
Oh yeah.
Huh. Welcome to The Last Call. I'm Kevin Dragone.
And I'm Shawn Proctor.
And tonight we're going to be reviewing Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog.
It's Joss Whedon's 2009 video, put out in 3 parts on YouTube during the writer's strike with just a bunch of his friends.
Okay, and who are these friends, Shawn, since you know so much about it?
Well, we have Felicia Day, who was pretty much unknown at that point, Nathan Fillion, Neil Patrick Harris, and then a mixture of other people who he just has as family and friends. His brother did the music, and then Joss wrote the script, and they kind of knocked it out over just a couple of days while they had some time.
I mean, I caught it on Netflix when it was on there for a while, but like, how did you hear about it?
I was a little behind the times. I probably saw it in about 2010 when a lot of the reviews were coming out, and a good friend of mine named Nicole, who I used to work with a couple years ago, she told me about it and said I had to see it. And I'm not a huge musical guy. I've seen some. I like some of them. And generally, I was a little skeptical going into it, but I have to say within the first couple minutes, you know, I was excited that she clued me in. Netflix now does all of these online, you know, shows, you know, full seasons of a show where you can watch it all in a row. Arrested Development, House of Cards, now coming Daredevil. And all of those came from the idea that he could create something that was cool and watchable, and then people would sit down and binge watch it, basically.
Joss Whedon is a powerhouse right now. I mean, the guy can do no wrong, and I think studios are just going to give him everything. Because I know in the past, you know, he struggled with the Firefly franchise, and that stars Nathan Fillion as well. So I feel like today there would be no problem having a Dr. Horrible Part 2, which is happening, correct?
It's in the offing.
Well, what I personally always liked about Joss Whedon, which I followed Buffy back in the day, I mean, the guy can flesh out characters, and not only that, but the way that just the dialogue, it shines in something like Buffy, and it definitely is showcased in Avengers, but it's not ignored here either. The musical numbers in this are so catchy and charming and fun, even though it's it's only a 40-minute or so film, and you know, you can watch it on YouTube, which we're going to put the link down below so that you can watch it. And by the way, this is completely spoiler-free. Us saying that there's going to be a Dr. Horrible 2 is not going to take away from your experience. You're really rooting for the villain in this film. You really are you want Dr. Horrible to succeed in his quest for world domination,
but when you boil down that quest for world domination, it comes down to boy loves a girl.
Right.
I mean, it's a guy who's so insecure he can't talk to the girl even in the laundromat, and who hasn't kind of been there before, you know?
Just pains you on the inside to like see the hero get her. Like, you want nothing more but Dr. Horrible. You know, aka Billy, you're rooting for him. Tonight we are pairing this film with the ever so local Evil Genius Brewing Company, and we had sampled 3 beers from them this evening. We have the right now seasonal, in case you're watching this in the future. It is April right now, and this is the Siren. It's a white IPA.
That's available now.
Okay. I believe this is a year-round. It's called the Hop King. It's a double IPA from them. And
Purple Monkey Dishwasher.
Purple Monkey Dishwasher. Why is it called that? Well, here you go.
Now for Operation Strike Make Go Longer. You know, I heard Skinner say the teachers will crack any minute.
Skinner said the teachers will crack any minute. Purple Monkey Dishwasher.
Well, we'll show him.
Especially for that purple monkey dishwasher remark.
For all you chocolate peanut butter lovers, I find like a lot of people are enticed by that idea alone. I would say anybody who likes chocolate and peanut butter, espresso, coffee,
Sweet Baby Jesus.
Sweet Baby Duclaw Sweet Baby Jesus is a good example. You're going to like this chocolate peanut butter porter. These two guys are evil geniuses because these don't taste high in alcohol. I was drinking these, I was like expecting them to be sessionable.
We both remarked on how kind of clever the label is. And I actually talked to Luke from Evil Genius, and we just talked about a little bit about how they have this philosophy of really focusing in on the icon and making that brand as part of what you think of. When you walk down the aisle, you will clearly see that there is this awesome E that's made of a keg and a bottle.
You're gonna get that in there.
Oh.
That's what she said. So you can see the little bottle right here, and then you look on the outside and you get a little keg action.
If you want to see what we thought of these beers, go and find us on Untapped. My name is Shawn Proctor on there, and yours is?
And I'm Kevin Dragone. I'm an evil genius as well. You'll get it. You'll put it together once you follow me.
Yeah, so follow us on Untapped and check out what we think of that one, and sometimes what we think of some other stuff too.
You can't go wrong when you have Neil Patrick Harris. I wasn't a big How I Met Your Mother guy. Loved him in it. Loved him in this. Nathan Fillion, you can have fun. You always can have fun with him. And you got Joss Whedon behind the camera. I give this easily 4 caps. What about you, Shawn?
Okay, so I did not know that Nathan Fillion was still working. I didn't know Neil Patrick Harris was still working. I didn't get into How I Met Your Mother. He was Doogie Howser for me.
Well, I'm assuming that's why he got this gig. He knew how to play a doctor in the past.
But he was on Broadway. He had so much. I mean, he was really working. He was working crazy behind the scenes when people weren't seeing him on camera. And Felicia Day, this made me a fan of her, and I went and I found her other work. So I easily give this 4 caps. I mean, it's a strong, strong movie.
So, thank you for watching. I'm Kevin Dragone.
And I'm Shawn Proctor.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
I'm trying to find the ABV.
That's not on there.
Oh, they're not on there?
No.
Well, if you're pregnant, don't drink it. That's on there.
Wait, I am.
Oh, when are you expecting?
Oh, okay, good. Wait,
I would say...